Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I wanted to make a sit down and actually, after a few days, review the YouTube event, the Showstar UK versus US boxing event. I know I made a reaction video to it like a few days ago, reacting to the Finzy temper against King Kenny, and when it happened I was quite emotional because it just, it was really fresh. But after a few days of sitting down and finally reflecting, I feel like now is the perfect time for me just to sit back and review the whole event and just let you know how the event, for me went, and just some of the things that could have been improved. This is just my opinion on what I felt they could have done. Firstly, let's just start off with the whole event. The pay-per-view price, I think, was a really reasonable price. I think it was like £7 for just 720p, and I think like £9 or something for 1080p. Good price for the whole event. But the main issue was on the day of the event, literally no one could buy any pay-per-views. No one could buy from the website because anytime you tried buying, it just crashed it. I just don't think they were prepared for it, because I think until the day came, I think a lot of people were hesitant on whether they should buy or not. And when they did decide to buy it, the whole website just probably had so many people visiting it, the website just crashed. And it just led to the streams being pirated, being shut down. You could even stream as well. You could even pay for it. There was no way you could watch that. But luckily, I got lucky, and I think after like 2 matches, I got to just get into it, and my payment got accepted, and I started watching it. I just don't think they were prepared for the site crash. The event in general, I think a lot of people shout on it. I've seen a lot of criticism on it, but I think for me, that the hectic and the chaos, which a lot of people are complaining, is what makes YouTube boxing. It literally makes what YouTube boxing is. It's fun. It's fun to see it being hectic and chaos, because it just makes it different compared to ordinary boxing. That is the whole point of it. That's why it makes it so unique to watch. These guys are not professional boxers. These guys just go in the ring with no need. They literally don't even need it, because most of them are rich. They just go into it. And that's what makes it fun to see, because you don't know what you're expecting. Like halfway through the match, a kid runs into the match against Deji or something, just gets yeeted, literally gets catapulted out of the ring. And that's what makes it so fun to see. But in terms of the match, I mean, the first few matches were nothing normal happened. I think one professional guy called Pretty Boy something, I don't even know what his name is, comes in here. One of the worst matches I've ever seen, literally. It just was a spot. They were professional boxers and they didn't even try. But the funniest match probably was when, I think Ryan Taylor was his name, headbutted this I don't know who he was, he just headbutted him during halfway through the match, just headbutted him, and the YouTuber did kind of overreact, fell onto the floor and just gave up. If he wanted to, he could have carried on with the match if he felt like he was okay, but he took the easy W, and fair play to him. But the most entertaining match was the King Kenny vs Finzy temper, because that was a match that I think everyone really saw it like as more equal, because with the Deji fight, I think everyone just favoured Deji to win, which was disappointing because he didn't win. But we'll get to that. But with the King Kenny and the Finzy temper match, even after watching it again, man, Finzy temper was just simply robbed. There's no way of putting it other than he was just simply robbed. He deserved that win. And it was really puts a bad image on YouTube boxing when King Kenny goes and wins that match. At best, that match could have been a draw. At best, that's if you're really pushing it. But for me, Finzy temper won, I think, 3 to 4 rounds straight, confirmed. And how the judges scored King Kenny to win that match, I will never understand. Completely never understand. And Finzy temper, for me, needs to take that W. There needs to be an appeal of some sort. And he just takes that up because he deserves it. But the main event, Deji versus Alex Wasabi, man, I was so disappointed with this match because I really wanted to see Deji go get that W, man. I was so disappointed. He was sipping. He was really good at dodging. His defense was on point, but he just didn't attack, man. Just didn't attack. And I think if he did attack, I think he could have won that match, because you could see the way he was dodging. He left Alex Wasabi exposed a bit, but the problem was Alex Wasabi just attacked. And in boxing, if you're just aggressive, you will mostly end up winning if your opponent literally does nothing. And unfortunately, it's just another L for Deji. I think it's 3-0 now. Hopefully he comes back to the ring, man. As a fan of Deji, I really hope he does come back and gets a W, because I think that's the best thing to ever see. Like a guy who keeps losing and just never stops fighting and finally comes back with the W. But hopefully Deji comes back in the ring and hopefully he gets that W. But yeah, for me, overall, I would rate that event 7 out of 10. I know a lot of people would find that controversial, but for me, the hectic and it being crazy is part of YouTube boxing. I think that's what makes it so unique to see. Anyways, guys, that is the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to hit that like button, comment on what you thought about this event, and who knows, maybe in a few years I might end up being on one of those undercards. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys next time.
It's so hard, I gotta replay him 10 times. Show me, baby, that you're worth it. Being worth it can really buy you a Birkin. Look at that skin, 50 bags on your curtains. gotta worry about is my love like I'm hurting, no. Show me, baby, that you're worth it. Being worth it can really buy you a Birkin. Look at dark skin, 50 bags on your car.